Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. My friends, you are not seeing this video by accident. We learn from the Baal Shem Tov a lesson that has to penetrate the very depths of our hearts. And this goes as follows, that Baal Shem Tov clearly explains that, and this is down to every single detail in our life, even the fact that you guys saw this video, this falls into the category that nothing in this world happens by accident. Everything, from the littlest details, and the Baal Shem Tov gives the example of a leaf falling from a tree. The fact that this happened is all from Hashem's desire. This is all because Hashem chose this to happen. It is not by accident, but it has to happen. This is the way Hashem decided it to be so. So when we think about this idea, and it's quite a lofty, quite a beautiful idea, when we really ponder upon this idea, my friends, it surely should arouse within our hearts an interest and a focus and an acknowledgement of the Almighty, of Hashem. Because we learn from Hasidut and Kabbalah that the intellect, by meditating with your intellect, by focusing and reflecting and thinking with your mind, it opens up the gateways to the heart. It opens up the emotions. Why do you feel a certain way? Why do you like something? Because you understand that it's good for you. Why do you fear something? Because you understand that it's worth fearing. When we understand that Hashem is causing us every detail of our lives, Hashem is deciding is deciding all the factors around us. We have a certain control over our actions. We have control over our decisions. But the things that are surrounding us, a lot of things are out of our control. And every little detail, down to the finest detail, is from the choice of the Almighty. Is the desire of the Almighty. So what should this intellect open up within our hearts? It should open up a love and a fear for Hashem and a faith in Him and an appreciation of Hashem. Because we all have so much to be grateful for. In a relationship, there's never 50-50. There's always a person who gives a little bit more to the other. The other may give back to them. Maybe the other can't give back to them as much as they're receiving from you. But with Hashem, we're always in debt. No matter how much we give to Hashem, we're always in debt to Him because He gives us the life. He gives us the strength to give to Him in the first place. It's not just that Hashem gives to us, which He does infinitely, but He also gives us the strength to give back to Him. So really, us giving to Him is also Him giving to us. So that should surely cause us to feel indebted to Hashem and feel like we gotta appreciate our Master. We gotta appreciate the kindness and the goodness that He does for us. And this is related, that this idea that everything that happens to us is not by accident. This is Tatma. This is Hashem showing us what our mission is in this world. If you find yourself in a specific challenge, whatever it may be, if it's a repeating pattern, a challenge that you're going through that's really at the forefront of your life, and you're battling through it, you're trying to do what Hashem wants, but there's certain things that just keep coming to you. You notice that they're your challenges. To see it really as an opportunity, that this is your soul's mission. This is like your soul's tikkun in this world. That your soul was sent into this world to go through the very thing you find challenging. It's really an opportunity to purify your soul and reach the greatest possible of heights. Because we know that whatever Hashem puts us through, the Rebbe explained that we automatically means we have the power to go through it, to succeed. Because Hashem would never put us through something that's too much, that it would be too much for us to handle. To this, we have to acknowledge Hashem, and we have to realize that, you ever go through something and you think to yourself, wow, if other people would have seen me this way, I'd be so embarrassed. Nobody sees this side of me. When you do, God forbid, you do something, you act a little bit in an undesirable way, you do something you're not so proud of, you think, wow, thank God no one saw that. I'd be embarrassed. They've never seen that. I wouldn't act like that in front of other people. Sometimes this happens to the people that you're closest with, that you're comfortable with, that you're not as careful with your behavior. And you think, wow, thank God no one else saw this. You have to remember that the Almighty sees everything. This is brought to us in Shulchan Aruch by the Alter Rebbe. And it's the idea that if we were in the presence of a king of flesh and blood, a human king, not even a Jewish king, a king of any country who has honor and power and has a lot of control, has a lot of power and has a lot of fear, we would act in perfect behavior. We'd dress our fanciest. We'd behave our best. We would conduct ourselves in like soldiers. That, and how much more so do we have to realize that Hashem sees everything we do. In the quietest of places, most private of areas, the Almighty sees everything that we do. And this thought, the recognition that the Almighty is watching us very carefully and taking a very close note of all of our actions, this itself will cause us to have a close fear, a fiery fear of the Almighty within our hearts. And this will keep us on the proper path. Because fear of Hashem is a healthy thing. Fear of physical things in this world could be not necessarily healthy, could be a harmful fear. But fear of the Almighty is the healthiest thing in the world, and it's really the most comfortable feeling in the world, because when you're fearing Hashem, you're connected to Him. And fear, Yirat Shamayim, a better translation is fear, but it also includes a state of awe. It's a fear of being, not as, there's a level of being fearing being punished. It's a true fear of Hashem, but there's a deeper level, an even deeper level, a higher level to get to, and that is fear of being separate from Hashem, fear of being away from God, being uninvolved, so to speak, with Hashem. That's really the biggest fear. And this fear will give birth to a love as well. That we have to, the Alter Rebbe explains in Parak Mem Aleph of Tanya, the chapter 41 of Tanya, that first we have to have a fear of Hashem, and that fear has to activate a love as well. That you need fear in order to have true love of Hashem. With that, we also have to strengthen our faith, that we learn in Tanya from a couple of days ago, that there are three levels of that tzaddik has in his ruach, in his spirit, three attributes that his soul really reveals itself and experiences through these three lenses. And it's through his emunah, through his yira, and through his ava. Through faith, fear, and love. That we have to, in order to really come to love and fear Hashem and to have a true relationship with Hashem, we have to strengthen our faith in Him and realize that Hashem is real, Hashem is with us. And this is from a place of emunah, which is higher than logic. We recognize that Hashem is beyond comprehension. We understand the fact that Hashem is beyond comprehension. And even if Hashem commands us to do something that we don't understand, we realize that Hashem knows what's best for us and He loves us. And we do it because we trust in Him. And that is the truest level of service. Not serving Hashem only when we understand the spiritual gains of it, but doing it because this is what our Master requests of us, and we want to serve Him. That's the highest level of faith. That's true, being truly surrendered to the Almighty. So may we experience this today, and this will be really reflected by the coming of Mashiach, where this will all come into revelation at its strongest. And now in these last times before the coming of Mashiach, what a great opportunity to strengthen our faith and to be a part of the coming of Mashiach. May Hashem bless you all. May we experience this today.